Sophia and Zara, thank you so much for joining me live and early from London to do this interview. Um, I just wanted to say thank you so much to both of you for your company, Paus, coming on as a title sponsor for our meditation area. We're so grateful. I think that we have a lot in common, and we're really excited to learn more about your business and how you started it.
Thank you for having us. And we're super, super excited to be part of Yogafest. So thank you. And yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, tell me about your journey to this place. Like, how did this begin for you? And because you're both sisters, you've grown up in Dubai, and you've had some experiences that have led you to start this business. And just maybe share a little bit of that with us.
Sure. So for us, so we're Indian, we grew up in Dubai our whole lives. We were pretty active as kids physically. We played tennis and we were into different kinds of sports. But we realized, so for us, that was health. Being healthy meant being physically fit. A few years ago, when both of us went away to college, we both got into kind of depression, anxiety, all the mental health issues came. And that's when we realized that health is so much more. It's not just being physically okay. And that's how we started our journeys to look into what is health really. So we started an Instagram page when COVID hit and we were stuck in the same house after a while in Dubai. And we just wanted to talk about all the things that we were learning. And that's really how Pause like came to be. We grew a community of people that resonated with us because we felt like there's so many things and it's so intimidating to get into it. How do you know what you need, or do you look at yoga? Do you look at food first or nutritionist? Where do you start? So we tried to simplify it, make it a lot more
Approachable.
approachable. And yeah, so that's really it. We decided to create Pause to make a community of people where they want to explore their well-being, but your balance is your own. So we're not promoting a single way of lifestyle. It's come to Pause to explore, different aspects of movement, of meditation, of self-care. We have different treatments and a cafe. And
I just want to add to that. I think one of the main reasons we started was because through that Instagram page, we realized that one, a lot of people from our generation don't have a place to go to that's not like a clinic or a hospital or therapy, which is really intimidating. So we realized that we needed to make wellness a lot more casual for people to actually want to get into it.
yeah,
Because now, if you look at the community, it's kind of scary sometimes to get into it as a young person, especially. You don't really know where to go. So Pause, we wanted to make it feel very homey and a place where there's no judgment. Anyone can come in literally and learn about how to take care of themselves.
Amazing.
So yeah.
And what would you say are the sort of, key pillars that you found helpful for yourselves when you were
So
struggling? What really helped?
I think the main things for us was one, taking care of our nutrition.
Mm,
Um, Spirituality was a big part of it. And spirituality was particularly like hard to tackle because it's sometimes like people don't know what it is, where to
yeah.
start. So we wanted to bring it in a more casual way and a subtle way. And then technology, obviously, technology is a big part of our lives, but do we completely detox from it? Do we, use it? So it's about finding our balance with that. What else?
movement.
Movement, one of the biggest aspects of my healing, at least. Yours
Yeah,
too, I'm
yeah.
assuming. What else? Self-care. So these five things were the things that really helped us, and they're also the things that we incorporated into Pause. So Pause is a cafe, meditation room, treatment room. We have a big community space. So yeah, it really
Mm.
is all of that in one.
what kind of people are you seeing? Like, what are you getting? Young people like yourselves? What's the sort of customer that you're attracting right now to the
It's
community?
an interesting mix. It's everyone.
Okay.
Because again, in terms of lifestyle, I feel like this applies to everyone.
Hmm.
We're getting teenagers to in our matcha mornings to people in their sorry, people in their 20s. We're getting moms as well. Our mom, for example, all of her kids have left the house. And she's going through a phase. So she comes to Pause for the talks to like learn and like kind of get back to her balance of what her new balance is in
Nice.
life. So it really is kind of
For everyone.
everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think, both of you, you said, Sarah, that you studied graphic design, and Sophia, you're an engineer. So this isn't sort of a typical career path for you both to take, was it, coming into this space?
No.
Doesn't sort of follow what you studied. But how do you think that the skills that you learned have helped support you in building this business so far?
So I forgot to mention that before I did graphic design, I studied hospitality.
Oh,
So it sort of all worked out because one pauses a cafe and we look at our guests like they're coming into a hotel because that's how well we want them to be taken care of. So that really helped me with the whole guest journey part of it, understanding what people need. But also because I did design, I was able to do all the branding and content is a big part of what we do. So it really, really helps with that.
mm,
And then Sophia, I'll let you speak.
Yeah, so for me, I did engineering and I've have work experience in kind of strategy and investment. So I'm a very logical thinker and a systems thinker. So I think in terms of putting all this together, I trust her completely with everything that she does. And I try to put in like the structure and the processes, which is helping us build this as we're
Yeah.
growing. So yeah, it's been working out.
amazing. Is there
Yeah.
anything that you've learned about each other that was a surprise through this journey?
I don't think surprise, but just the way that we work is so different because I'm the more like creative person that's I get ideas like every 2 minutes and I'm like very last minute and then she's very structured and it's like it has to be done a month before it has to be executed and so it's just about balancing both of that
Mm,
um but it's fun at the same
Yeah,
time.
I think what we've learned is apart from like being sisters in the workplace, try to be professional and communicate because we are different as people, but that's also the beauty of it and why it works. But as long as we're communicating and kind of if we have an issue, resolving it rather than holding it in,
right.
that's been super important for us.
Yeah.
Amazing. So tell us where your space is so everybody knows where to find you in Dubai.
So we're on Al Wasl Road. It's Villa 1202 to be specific. But yeah, if you guys know the co-op, we're next to the co-op on Al Wasl.
Oh, next to the co-op. Yes, I know where you are. I used to go to the Troitrums all the time. I lived on the other side
Yeah.
of Ulster Road.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah. I know
yeah,
where it is. Great location. Really nice
Yeah.
location. Ladies,
yeah.
it's been a real pleasure to get to know you. Thank you so much for making time to talk with me today. I wish you
Thank you.
great success at the festival, and we're looking forward to seeing what you have in store, any surprise things you have going on at the meditation tent. People can go down there and meet you. And thank you again for supporting our community event. And I hope you have a fantastic time.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
You're welcome.